Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to make a adventure camping t-shirt design, and for this design I am going to use this as my text, and these are some vector graphics from FreePic. I downloaded them from different vector packs. As you can see here, I will add the download link in my Facebook group. You will find this group and you can practice with me. So for this one here I want to create a kind of mountain background here with some camping elements, you can see. So let's start the design process here. So for this one here I am going to first of all take my magic wand tool and select everything that is in black here like this. Then I am going to make it complete black, so that's how it will stay in the same color everything. And this one is the one of this mountain from this vector pack, this one. So I'm going to take this one and I'm going to modify this. So this is going to be the first mountain line for me, and this one I took just for making a supportive element, something like this. So this two I'm going to first of all make a group like this. That is fine, maybe a bit smaller in size, that's also good. Something like this much is good. Let's select them all, then align center wise, that's fine. So this vector pack I'm going to keep this one on top. So for now I'm going to change the color a little so that we can see this completely, something like this. That is fine. And this is my tree line. Of course I'm going to make it red also, just to make it visible. So Ctrl X Ctrl F to paste in front. Now as you can see, my two black mountains are visible through this mountain, and I don't want that, so that's why I make them a group. This two black mountain is now a group, and now I'm going to open the transparency for it, and then I make this one red so that I can see clearly. And I'm taking my pencil tool with N, shortcut is N, and when my fill color is black, if I draw something like this area, from this area like this, it is going to hide everything that is behind those shapes, just like this. So for this part also I'm going to draw a similar shape like this. Okay, sorry for that, that's not a problem. We can just simply draw a random line here, so that is fine. Now as you can see, this part is hiding and my this mountain is on top, that is fine. Let's group select them all, and then I'm going to align them in the bottom area. So this is how it is going to look right now. And then if I select my this two mountain and change the color, it is going to look like a on mountain, something like that. So that is fine. And this one I'm going to Ctrl X to cut it. I'm going to make it a, sorry for that, let's keep a copy here. So Ctrl C, or maybe just a bit bigger in size, that much is good. Then I'm going to make a copy, Ctrl C, and for this one, this two mountain and this middle mountain, I'm going to make it a group. When this three is a group, I can open transparency for all of them. Now I'm going to press Ctrl V here just to paste my these three lines, and these trees I am going to place something like this in a bit smaller size, but just to hide this bottom parts of my this two mountain, that is fine. Then another copy for this area, these tree lines. Of course that is not working here because we are not inside the transparency of these trees. So Ctrl X to cut it. Now click here, that is fine. Selecting this tree groups, maybe a bit upward, that is good. Now I'm going to open the transparency for it, press Ctrl F. So this is how it is going to look right now, and now it is working. So as you can see, we created a mountain shape here that is not basically a close path mountain. These areas are not looking very hard kind of shape there, that is fine. Now just make everything a group here so that we don't lose their position, that is fine. Now for this ones here I'm going to create, now use my these elements, other elements for this one. But for this design I'm going to create a camping scene here, kind of a river going through this area, then some camping elements in this area, something like that. So for that I need to create a custom brush. I'm going to take my pencil tool just to create a random shapes like this. I don't know how it is going to end up, something like this, that is fine. Just like this, it's a random shape. Then maybe just a bit smaller in size, and I'm not sure. Anyway, so let's unite this one. That will make it. Let me show you. You can see there are some overlappings here. So if I make it unite, it is going to become a complete single shape. That is fine. Now go to this brush panel, click on this new brush icon, add brush. Okay, now you can click OK here just to create a brush with that shape. So that is fine. Now for this one here I am going to press B for my brush tool, and then if I click here it is going to select my this brush shape, and now I am going to create a random shape from this area just like this. This is basically the river theme for me here, something like this. So this is the river going down, like coming down from the mountains, something like this. Just some random shapes to make it look like this is a river kind of thing. I can simply select them because it looks a bit bigger for me, my this graphic here. And then I want to make it, keep it something like this, or maybe just a bit selecting them all a bit downwards because I don't want to overlap my mountains, kind of this. Then make it a group, so it stays as a group right now. And for this area here I am going to use my these elements. Now there are some whites in the design, as you can see, but for this one here I am not removing those whites because I want to keep them. That will make our design black and white easily, that is fine. So something like this, my tent is kind of in this area. Then I'm going to use this one here, but that should not be bigger than my tent. So something like this in this area, just in the bank of the river, kind of this. And this part of the tent is visible from here. So okay, I'll fix that later, just keep it as it is right now. And this is my camping bag. This is a really good graphic, so that's why I wanted to use it. Now maybe something like in this area, right click, transform, reflect, to reflect it in this direction. So I'm just keeping it simply here. It is like with the tent here staying something like this. So this is my mountain and the camping view here. And for this area here we can simply make it a colorful design, like making the areas in different colors. Maybe we'll try that later. Just for now I am going to place some trees here because I wanted to make the starting point of the river invisible, something like this. That is fine. Maybe another tree here just to hide this part of the mountains. So this is fine for me. Now for this area, as you can see, it is looking like kind of empty here. So we can simply take our ellipse tool maybe here this time, just to create a simple ellipse like this. Then maybe with our direct selection tool, pressing A, I can select this part of the ellipse, then bring that closer to the center point, something like this. Then I am going to create another brush with it, something like this. Add brush, that is fine, just make it as it is. Then I am going to draw some random lines here, just like this. So maybe just a bit smaller in size. We can adjust the size here. Then if I press B with my on my keyboard, it is going to give me some, give me the brush tool. And whenever we are changing the size of the brush like this, it is going to keep that in mind, and it is going to draw the new lines according to that size. Like if I make it bigger like this, then if I press B and keep drawing, it is going to pick that same size. So that's what I was doing here. Or if I select this one, it is going to take that one size, and then if I press B, it is going to keep that in mind and start drawing for like this, something like that. That is good. And for this area here I'm going to just randomly draw some lines here, just to give it a feel like this is the kind of land here, the space of the this camping theme here, something like this. This is just up to you how you want to make it or not. how you want to, how you like it, something like this, maybe just a bit more lines to follow the curveness of the river from this area. Okay, so it depends on the direction we are drawing. Like if I draw like this, it is going to start from here and then end here. If I draw like this, you can see the brush direction is changing. So that's up to you, how you want to do it. Now for this area, as you can see, I want to make my river is ending here, like going downwards. So that's why I am going to draw some counter lines, something like this, that is like kind of going downwards. Okay, maybe not like that, maybe just a bit curve in it. It is just takes some times to make it perfectly. So as you can see, it is going to make it look like this is going downwards, then going to continue from this side, but that is out of our design area. So this river is going to like coming up from here, then going down from this area, something like this. This is just I can represent with my this counter lines, that is fine. Okay, so for this one here, I am going to make it a complete black and white design. You can see how easily we can create a 3D looking effect, like a river in 3D. It is going up from here, then down from here, then again down from here, and with a very good camping scenery. That's fine. Let's select everything that is inside our this area here, then go to object and expand appearance. It is going to make everything like no stroke, everything is expanded right now, everything is in fill color. So if I take my magic wand and select the black like this, I can make sure that it is everything is in black. So that is good. Now this is my main graphic area. I'm going to use my those text here. So for the text, okay, maybe this one a bit closer to my tent, something like this, of course. Okay, that is fine. I'm just going to focus on my graphic here, not my text here. So I'm just going to place my text something like this. That's why I'm making this ellipse like this, just the same size. Or before that, I can make select everything here without this ellipse, then I can make it a group. So this is a group right now. I can move them all. So I can select it like this and then I can align it center wise. That is fine. So this is my text here, is a new adventure. Now I'm going to make them all a single line. I'm going to use my ball bear rustic font. That's a good font. I like this one. Let's cut it. Now I'm going to select my this ellipse here, then go to type on path tool, something like this, click here and then press Ctrl V. So it is going to place like this. Now it is too much bigger than my graphics, so let's make it something like this, just a bit smaller in size. Then place this two handle in this two side point, then make it center align. It is going to work perfectly fine. So that is my text right now, maybe a bit bigger in size, that's fine. Now here my text is not my important part, my graphic is my important part here. So okay, fine, I am not liking the style of the ellipse here, so maybe make a perfect round ellipse here. Select everything, align it center wise, but maybe not in that size. Sorry for that. I am going to select it, then make it a bit bigger in size. You see there is some problem with this mountain. I bring that a bit closer to that one, but that's not a problem. I'm going to select my text here, Ctrl C. Now I'm going to, sorry for that, select my direct selection tool, select this ellipse, go to type on path tool, then click on this anchor point, then press Ctrl V. It is going to place like that. Make it in this size, that is fine, and then center align. It is already center aligned, so no problem. So this is looking better than this one, that's fine. Let's make a breaking point here, like this is the end of my text here. So I'm going to place a ellipse like this. I do this lots of times in my like every this kind of videos. Then I'm going to select this two ellipse, make it center position, something like this. That will help me to align my text. So as you can see, here is some space. The space between these two sides is not same. I can select my text and then adjust that by adjusting this middle anchor point. That is fine, and that is going to place it like this. So maybe I will just look for some other graphics here, if I can use anything to make my design a bit look a bit better. Maybe I can use those birds from there, so something like this. Okay, let's not use make it a busy design, it's already too much busy. Now for this one here, I'm going to select my this group here, this tent here, then control C to copy. Now I'm going to select my this tree here, then okay, maybe not open the transparency, I'm going to just erase it from this area, because this is just a simple area, we don't need to use our transparency every time. So it is going to look like that. But for this mountain range, I'm going to select the mountains, then open the transparency for it, press Ctrl F to paste my this tent on top of the mountains inside the transparency. Now here I am going to make it merge unite, so that will make it a complete one single shape, and if that shape is black, then as you can see, my mountains, my tent is visible on top of my mountains. So that is fine. Now this is the final design for this video. I will of course add some colors to it, but that's later. So that's it guys, I hope you will try this one and learn something new for making a custom design. That is really fun if you just try to draw something on your own. And that is, we are using some free vectors from Prepic, but we are making a unique graphic of our own. So that's how you can work for print on demand or any client on Fiverr, Upwork, anyway. So that's it guys, I hope you enjoyed this one. See you in the next video guys, have a great time. Thank you everyone.